Hello to all you beautiful beings tuning into today's message. This is the Crow's Nest. I'm your host, Crystaljoy, Wounded Healer. And what I have for you is today's guidance messages. So what it is that we need to be aware of and focusing on for our day and the best guidance for us based on that. Now, I did want to point out a couple of things. After yesterday's reading, it was a very interesting energy that we saw coming through yesterday. And after that reading, quite a few hours later, I came across some information about some really intense energies that have been hitting Earth over the last 24 hours. So, or maybe even longer than that. It's been going on for some time, but, the energies that really hit, yesterday I was talking about, I couldn't sleep, I wasn't feeling well, all of that stuff going on. I was feeling really restless, pacing, all of that energy. And, so there was a lot of influences happening affecting the earth, okay, at that time. And there was a lot of intense energy hitting us again this morning. And so I just wanted to point that out in case you guys have been wondering, like, why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling? There's been a lot of energy coming at us, and it really is here to help us all. So if you've been feeling pressure in the body, pressure in the head, ringing in the ears, pressure in the ears like you're underwater, maybe your appetite is not there, maybe you feel like you can't rest, you're not getting any sleep, there's just a number of symptoms that you could be having. Maybe you're having nauseousness like I was. So it might not even been that I was actually physically ill. It could have just been the influence of this energy affecting the earth. And as I was getting set for today's reading, I wanted to note that energy as well. As soon as I started to light my sage, I was getting a ringing in my ears. So I feel like, there's definitely a message that Spirit wants to deliver today. The other thing is I was feeling, a little bit tense as I first started to cleanse the cards. But as I got going, I really started to feel this sense of release. So it's almost like, that sense of when we're really tense about a situation and we're just so clammed up, but then we start to relax a little bit. It's kind of like, so I feel like a sense of like we've moved through something, okay? And now I feel a sense of ease, stillness, peace, relaxation are some of the words that I'm hearing, okay? So let's dive into the message and see what's going on there, what the messages that need to come through are for today. But I just wanted to point those things out. So, if you are feeling, just not quite yourself physically, emotionally, just know that there is some heavy energies hitting us right now to help to increase our vibration. That's what I wanted to get at. These symptoms that we're having, it's because our energy is shifting, okay? We're raising our vibration at this time. And so, it's, the word I was using yesterday, I kind of made a joke about, it's so uncomfortable. And it is at times, it's like, kind of like, I feel like sometimes I'm in a pressure chamber, like a slow cooker, right? And I'm just slowly being pressurized. And then after a while, it feels like you just kind of get through it and the energy starts to relax a little bit. So let's dive into the messages for today. With the tarot deck that I'm using, I have the peacock ore, okay? So I'm seeing a lot of color in this stone. I'm using the word vibration. I'm just seeing a lot of color, a lot of energy, okay? But the word vibration wanted to come through, which is interesting. I actually do want to note I'm going to be attending an event tonight, using COVID safety, social distancing, all that. But there's, it's going to involve music, okay? Music is what vibration, everything is vibration, but music particularly, we're able to hear music because of the vibration that it's creating. The instruments, the sounds that they create a vibration, and that's what creates the music. And so interesting that I'm using the word vibration. I'm going to be actually connecting with some vibrations tonight. So you might be feeling compelled to, listen to some music, connect with something that's going to help to ease your frequency, I'm hearing, but also to help your vibration, to raise your vibration. And meditation is also really great for that. And if meditation's not your thing, I'm not going to force that on you. So just connect with nature, connect with water, because Gaia is just so healing for us. Okay, so let us not hesitate anymore. Let's find out, what do we need to know, be aware of and focusing on for today. That card definitely wants to come through. And I do want to note, for those of you who are new tuning into my channel, I do shuffle the cards really well before and after every reading off of camera. So, you know, if you do see cards come out before I've done a complete shuffle, please know that the cards are really well tended to before I take them. Sometimes spirit is just undeniably trying to deliver a message that I can't ignore. So, is there anything else that we need to be aware of? Ooh, okay. Focusing on for a day. I knew that I had ringing in my ear, so I knew something was up. Oh, I like that. Interesting. What do we have here? Okay. Give me a second here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. So this is quite literally, so we have the King of Wands here in reverse. So this is quite literally the energy I was feeling yesterday. I'm a bit hazy, I guess, on yesterday's reading, the cards that came through, but in reverse, the King of Wands does talk about impulsiveness, haste, ruthlessness, and high expectations. So I am feeling a little bit of that restlessness with this ruthlessness, just feeling restless and ruthless and trying to accomplish something, but sometimes you just gotta rest, right? I've been really sending that message really strong for the last few weeks, but the last couple days as well. I know I wasn't feeling great, and now we know there was these intense energies, okay? And they've been causing us to feel haste, okay? The sense of, you know, yesterday I was pacing. I'm not a pacer. So, you know, you may have been picking up on that energy. So I feel like this King of Wands is really speaking about how we were feeling yesterday. And it's interesting because yesterday I was even having a conversation with a number of people about expectations. Okay, so when we talk about manifestation or maybe our twin flame journey, the different things along our spiritual path, that sometimes we have high expectations. You know, we give universe a tall order when we're telling universe what it is that we are expecting from universe, but it's a matter of releasing the expectations and just letting universe know what it is that we are open to receiving for our highest good, and allowing universe to take control of the situation and bring in what universe knows that we are actually needing, okay? And not giving specific details about what you're hoping to give it, you know, to receive, because universe just doesn't work that way, okay? If you're telling universe, like, I need a new car, but it has to be a red Lamborghini, that's really challenging for universe, right? So, you know, if you need a car, just tell universe, you know, I absolutely need, you know, a mode of transportation that's going to be sufficient for my needs at this time, okay? And you know, whatever you need your vehicle for, universe will provide and make sure that you're getting to the destinations that you need to be reaching, okay? So I am feeling that this was yesterday's energy. Next to that, we have the Star card, okay? It's in the upright position. This is really beautiful. I was literally just talking about high expectations in regards to manifestation. The Star card is the 17 card. Add 8 and 1, or sorry, add 7 and 1 and you get 8, right? So 8 is a number of abundance and manifestation, and we are going to get to this King of Pentacles over here, right? And I feel like there's a connection there. So, you know, as I was cleansing the cards, I was feeling this sense of releasing that the energy, that sense of pent up, you know, haste, restlessness, yeah, just friction. I feel friction, really. Yes, and that's the reason I think I'm feeling friction, is going back to this vibration, okay? So our frequency is changing, and it's just, we're trying to adapt, we're trying to get on track. It's just kind of like, I'm thinking about, you know, speaking about vibration and music once again. You know, if we're like a DJ and we're trying to mix two tracks together, you know, sometimes it just doesn't go right, or, you know, sometimes it takes a little while to figure out the beat, right? And, you know, as we're learning, right? And so if we're just learning how to DJ, right, we're just learning how to mix the vibrations together in a way that is so harmonizing, okay? And so I'm feeling a sense of that, you know, this sense of friction that some of us are feeling is because our frequency is changing and we're adapting, okay? And the word adapting has been coming a lot for the Divine Feminine collective, okay? So the Star card upright does talk about hope, faith, purpose, renewal, and spirituality, okay? So I just talked about Divine Feminine, so very, very spiritual path that some of you are on, okay? Could be a twin flame journey, I'm feeling. And I think I was seeing the star as a twin flame card in a reading recently. So there is this sense of, you know, this hope, faith, renewal, a sense of releasing this tension, the energy from yesterday. If you were feeling that, if that's resonating with you, okay? It's like, I'm also feeling too, it's like, you've seen something, you've had some kind of epiphany. You know, we've been talking about this clouded judgment and needing to clear away this clouded vision, right? And it's kind of like all of a sudden there has been this breakthrough, this sense of clarity, and it's helping you to feel a sense of renewal. So being able to release that tension, because it's just like, okay, like I understand what's going on here. I'm back on track. I'm in control. I feel renewed. I'm back on track with my purpose, you know, feeling a strong sense of hope and faith. And that's interesting. I'm going to point out, I am a divine feminine. I might have to do a twin flame reading today, actually. I am a divine feminine on the twin flame journey, and I actually did have one of these breakthrough moments today, and it actually did give me an incredible sense of ease in my journey, my twin flame connection. And I have been in a place of ease, but when I had this breakthrough moment, when I discovered what I discovered, it just really gave me this complete sense of comfort and knowingness and trust. Okay, so, you know, faith and hope. So very interesting. Next to the hope, the star card, sorry, we do have the death card. Okay, so you're releasing something. Like I said, there was tension and now we're easing. Okay, we're releasing. Okay, so the death card upright, it talks about endings, change, transformation, and transition. Next to the star card, that's incredibly beautiful. You know, because you are looking up at the stars, you've got stars in your eyes, you are just like feeling so renewed to be on track. There is this sense of, you know, you've really released something. You're in this greater sense of ease and peace, and it is because of this transformation. Okay, we're releasing the sense of friction as we adjust, you know, as we learn to adapt to this new frequency that we're leveling up to, I feel the need to say. Okay, and it is a very spiritual path, like the star card speaks about. Okay, and you know, the death card talking about a transformation and a transition. So you really are going through that in this ascension, this, you know, picking up on this friction, learning how to release it and to ease into this new energy. This is so beautiful. I am so grateful for this. Thank you so much, Spirit, and to whoever this message is for. I'm always so grateful to deliver clear messages that, you know, not only resonate with people, but that do help them along their journey, okay? Because I know sometimes when we feel like we're in this King of Wands in reverse energy, when we feel friction in our life, it's not pleasant, uncomfortable, like the word I used, right? But, you know, I'm just so grateful to be able to let you know that there is a sense of hope and renewal here, and hopefully you're already seeing that, okay? The last card that we have here is the Knight of Pentacles. I thought it was the King at first. It's in reverse. So we're talking about self-discipline, boredom, feeling stuck, and perfectionism. I really do feel like that's a lot of what we're letting go, what we're releasing at this time. You know, I thought it was the King of Pentacles at first. And what I really loved about that, when I was talking about the Star card, and what was it? I was saying something early in the reading. I was feeling a connection already to this knight that I thought was a king. And the king is just a ruler, right? And the King of Wands, I believe, or the King of Pentacles upright, really is, you know, pentacles, you know, they talk about the earthly realm, right? So materialism, abundance, right? Maybe financial abundance. So I was feeling some of that energy. I mean, I looked at the card and that was the first thing that I saw in my mind's eye. So some of you really tapping into pursuing your path, the sense of hope and renewal in regards to your spiritual path and this abundance for you in this 3D realm, okay? But it is the Knight of Pentacles being in reverse. So we are releasing, you know, we're tapping into a sense of self-discipline, right? And I feel like for some of you, there is even a guidance to gain more self-discipline, okay? To tap into that a little bit more. And I am seeing the King of Pentacles again as I say that. So I feel like the more you gain this sense of self-control, I'm hearing the self-discipline, self-control is the words Spirit wants me to use, you're going to move towards this King of Pentacles, okay? A lot coming in for you. In regards to what's being released, okay, you're releasing this feeling. I'm also, as I'm reading this card, suddenly feeling my back sore. So I just need to take a second to just breathe and release that energy. My goodness, that was getting uncomfortable. Okay. So yes, there is this, you're feeling stuck, and I feel like as soon as I'm looking at this card again, my back is just so tense. Yeah, that's really uncomfortable. I'm really sorry you're going through that. It's almost like taking the air out of my breath. Like I just almost feel like I can't breathe. It's just really tense in my mid back area, okay, in between the shoulder blades. So and that could be this energy that is affecting us at this time as well. It might not just be tension that you're carrying, but also when we are releasing tension, you know, I always think about the death card as a feeling of, think about when you've been carrying bags for a really long time, and then you go to put them down and you realize you've been holding them for so long your hands are really sore, so you kind of have to release slowly because it's so painful to just like to release. Okay, and I'm feeling a sense of that. I'm feeling this tension in my back, is this sense of like it's just too much to just release at one time, you know. With urgency, I'm hearing. So it's a slow and steady process. For some of you, this feeling stuck is what's creating this feeling of tension for you, okay? You're really wanting to move forward. We did see the Knight of Swords the other day, along with the Magician, I believe. That was really intense, okay? So, and the Temperance card. This sense of really wanting to move forward towards your abundance, but sometimes too when there's not enough self-discipline, you know, we're not taking enough charge of the situation, enough control, and so we're not moving as quickly as we want to. That's for some of you, but this tension that I'm picking up on, I feel like it's just because you're feeling tense because you're just not moving forward and you're really wanting to. And I really feel the need to bring up that Temperance card again, because, you know, it really did talk about having that discernment. The Knight of Pentacles also does talk about perfectionism. So I feel like, you know, I was thinking about the Temperance card, having discernment, you know, perfectionism and discernment. So it's like, if you're focused too much on like all of the details, like, it's like if you want to make a plan, and how do I explain this? It's like if you have a plan and you want to initiate it and you're like, you know, say if it's something that you want to do and like, you know, 10 days from now, but you're like, no, because I still need to think about what's going to happen a year from then. Like I need to, like, you're just kind of thinking about details that are so far ahead of what you need to be focusing on. So this sense of perfectionism, like this sense of needing to have almost too much control of a situation, this sense of micromanaging a situation, and that could be also what you're releasing as well, because sometimes when we're too focused on the teeny tiny little details that are almost not even relevant yet at that time, like we're not even ready to cross that bridge yet, and you're already trying to, like, you're just way ahead of yourself, and that can cause you to be stuck, because it's like you have everything you need to move forward, but you're so focused, you're just not in the now, basically, and so that is preventing you from being able to move forward. So having self-discipline in regards to your perfectionism as well, I'm feeling. Okay, that's really interesting. But, you know, this is a really great reading to see here because you are releasing a lot, and it is helping you to go through this transition, this change. Well, what I should say actually is this change is what's helping you to release. You know, you've been putting in a lot of work, and that's what's helping you to raise your frequency, okay? That's not by chance. It's not just happening by chance. It's because you're doing the work. And I feel like some of you are really working really hard with this Star card, okay? And there is a lot of hope and, you know, faith in regards to your journey. I feel like you're really tapping into that, okay? And it's because of these endings, this death card here, because of this transition that you're going through in your spiritual journey with this ascension, this change of the vibration that you're adapting to, that's what's allowing you to release all that is holding you back at this time. So that might be some good affirmations to look at for yourself today in regards to releasing all obstacles or perceived obstacles that might be in your path, or just releasing all that no longer serves you, because you really are releasing a lot of that. And I feel like affirmations are a really great way to just continue to assure yourself that throughout the day, okay? So let's find out what the angel number guidance is, what it is that Spirit has for your guidance based on this message, okay? And the stone that I'm using today, I don't think I've used this one with you guys yet. This is one of my marble quartz stones. So this is a stone that I actually found myself in a river while hiking, probably here in BC. I love to do river hunts. I like to call them. Anytime I see a stream or a river, I love to go and see if there's anything that really catches my eye. And you know, this is of course one of them. It's a really lovely stone. So you might feel compelled to look into quartz, marble quartz, and find out what messages are there for you, okay? But thinking about having it come from a river or a stream is just, you know, making me think about feminine, cleansing, healing energy. So again, healing to help you with this transformation, this death that you're going through. All right, so what is the angel number guidance? That one really wanted to stick to my hand. The best guidance based on the message coming through for today. That one as well. Sometimes when I shuffle, you know, I keep shuffling because I feel like there's more that needs to come through, and then I get a lot more. I don't know why my candle just moved like that. Okay, I did knock it, but I feel like I barely touched it. Oh gosh, these are so great. Okay. The first card that really, it stuck to my hand, okay, goodness, oh gosh, guys. It's angel number 222. We're talking about releasing worry, okay? Releasing. We're releasing so much right now. Amazing, amazing work you're doing. Trust in your path and your intuition, okay? I feel like that's the best guidance. I feel like that's what I've been really saying the most, you know, going back to the star card, okay? And you are on the right path, okay? So really do know that. So if you do have that great aha epiphany moment today, do trust in it. I was actually, after I had my little epiphany moment this morning, I was outside thinking about that and wondering, like, asking some questions, you know, just in my mind about that. And I actually received a confirmation. I noticed 4 eagles flying in the sky. Okay, this crow actually let me know that they were there, compelled me to look up, and I saw them. And I took a photo of them at 12:21, which I thought was incredible, right? So, you know, you can't miss those kinds of signs and synchronicities. And that's really incredible because that was at what, 12:21? It's June 29th on 2021. There's just twos all over today. And here's angel number 222, okay? So just trust in your path, in your intuition, and any signs and synchronicities that you're seeing. Don't doubt them. Don't question them, okay? Angel number 555 is here. Yes, I believe angel number 555 was the card at the bottom of the deck yesterday when Spirit was just like, you have to look at the bottom of the deck. We're talking about huge changes are ahead. You're going through this transition, and when you step through it, when you are, you know, reaching the other side of, you know, going through this transformation, there's going to be a lot of changes happening for you. And I'm, you know, with the star card, I really am feeling a sense of abundance and, you know, manifestation, just bringing in a lot for yourself. And I really did see this knight as a king, and, you know, having a sense of self-discipline and being able to release all that no longer serves you and what holds you back allows you to move forward to become a King of Pentacles, right? Okay, so, and then also trust in the transition and the process. Literally says that on the card. I know you can't see because it's so bright, but it's there. It's there. And your current circumstances are for your highest good. So once again, when we're going through a sense of, you know, this King of Wands, feeling a sense of this friction, again, the word I used was uncomfortable. It quite literally is uncomfortable, especially when we're having those physical symptoms, and even emotional, mental symptoms, you know, going through more healing, more purging, right? So, you know, do trust that that is for your highest good. I really do keep trying to send that message to you all. The next we have angel number 505. Okay, so a sign from your angels that you are about to begin a life-changing spiritual awakening. I feel like that's actually already happening right now, and you do have a great amount of divine support. Okay, so Spirit is with you, helping you through this transition. And the word that wanted to come through just now, I kind of stumbled, was happening. Okay, so there's something happening for you, or that's going to happen. And there's going to be a lot of support, okay? I don't know what that's about. I have no idea what that's about, okay? But something is happening or could happen, and just know that there is a great amount of support for you in wherever that is in regards to, okay? We have 4 more cards here, you guys. I'll try and get through them quick for you. Angel number 6 is about your finances and materialism, okay? So that knight becoming a king, I was really feeling that. Time to find balance and harmony. So that's been coming through a lot lately. You know, we're going through this uncomfortable state of friction, okay? So, you know, do take time to focus on keeping yourself aligned, because that's going to help you. It's going to, yes, that sense of ease, that sense of release, it's going to help you to really ease into the transition and just kind of go with the flow of the vibrations as they're coming to you, okay? And your angels are encouraging you to research your spiritual path, needs, and full potential. What was I thinking about this morning? There was something about that. I was even sharing with someone recently. Yes, okay. So yesterday, someone made a comment on a Facebook group. And, you know, they had an encounter with spirit, and they were like, well, you know, what is the angels trying to tell me? And I was trying to explain that this wasn't necessarily, you know, they thought it was some kind of energy influence in their home. And I was trying to explain to them that this very well could have been a spiritual experience, you know, an encounter with spirit. And, you know, I was explaining that as we tap into newer vibrations, you know, as our frequency changes and levels up, you know, we also, so do our abilities. And so we discover abilities that, you know, have been maybe laying dormant that we didn't know we had, or maybe we're strengthening abilities that have just been really kind of minimal surface layer. I'm hearing, you know, maybe they were there, but we just didn't even really notice that they were there. And so really tapping into those. So your angels are encouraging you to research your spiritual path and your spiritual needs. So I mentioned to this person, I said, well, you could be tapping into the clair abilities, right? Clairvoyance, clairsentience, right? And so, you know, for that individual, the guidance would be, you know, researching the clair abilities, right? Finding out if those are gifts, abilities that person has, and getting to understand them better, because when we have experiences with spirit and we've never had them before, it can be a little bit terrorizing when we're just like, why are things moving on their own? That never happened before. So yes, so I just wanted to share that as an example to help give you guys some ideas. Okay, so that was actually something that came up really recently that I was guiding someone through. So that might be a really good recommendation for you as well, is to really look into the new abilities that you're tapping into. Angel number 999 is here. This is all about completing, unlocking a step to get to the next level. Okay, so there's, yes, you need to release, and that was a strong message yesterday, releasing. I mean, we always need to be working on releasing that, all that no longer serves us, things that are holding us back from our greatest good. And yes, just being able to tap into our fullest abundance. Okay, what was I getting at here? There was, oh gosh, spirit really disconnected me from that message. I'm really not too sure why. Maybe I just was not supposed to deliver it, or I already said what needed to be said. Okay, we'll just move on from that. But I really was feeling the need to put 999 over here with these tarot cards. It could have been in relation to this death card, really putting an end to, yes, that's what this final project is. Okay, the thing that you need to end to unlock the next step, to end the friction and to step into this new vibration, to surrender to it, is to release this. Okay, trust in this transformation with this death card. Okay, and just go with the flow, go with the ease, and just release everything that we were talking about. That's why I wanted to put that there. I love that also that came with 4 cards in it. Okay, and the death card, I was feeling a connection with that, with the death card. The death is the 13. Okay, so add 3 and 1, you get 4, and the 999 came in a series of 4 messages. Okay, so that's a message there in itself. That 6 goes over there too. Angel number 44, right? So we have 4 cards, now we got 444. So divine power and protection. Okay, so whatever, you know, the word happen was coming out for me. So if something is happening or going to happen, you know, now we have 2 cards here about how much support you're receiving through that. Okay, and you are receiving a strong support from universe to uplift your energy. Okay, to help you to get through this. And that's so beautiful, because, you know, myself too, I'm so grateful to my spirits for that, because as we're going through this energy that's been hitting the earth lately, I know it's been affecting me, my physical body, quite intensely. And so to know that my angels are here and helping me to give support, I mean, just to think if they weren't here giving me that support, I would not be where I am right now, right? So it's so beautiful when we receive those messages, to know that, you know, spirits are here working their magic right now, and it could be much worse if they weren't here present with us. So really do express gratitude to your angels today. I feel the need to say, because they are working hard to help you to get through this transition. And I'm feeling the need to mention about the new spirit guide. So for some of you, your new spirit guide as well is just really in your corner. I feel like they really wanted me to let you know that. And angel number 000 is here, okay? I really do want to put that with this 999. Okay, because this is talking about preparing to start a new cycle. You don't start a new cycle until you finish something, right? You end that cycle. A nudge, angel number 999 says, nudge to finish a project to unlock the next step. So you do that, you release this Knight of Pentacles, okay, and you start to move forward to your King of Pentacles, right? You prepare to start that new cycle of what? Abundance, okay? So much abundance for you. You are one with the universe. Your spirits really do want you to know, to trust on your path, know that you are on the right path because you are one with the universe. And that's why there's a message coming through about alignment, really staying in alignment, because that's how we be one with the universe, okay? It can happen where our vibration can be thrown off. We can be thrown off of alignment, and then we're not in that complete state of alignment, right? This being one with the universe. We can be thrown off a little bit sometimes. So just remember to really hold your space, hold your frequency. I'm feeling the need to tell some of you to really stay grounded as well in this time. So you might want to, maybe that might be what you need to research, is different ways of helping you to protect your energy and to keep yourself grounded as we shift through this transition. And you are creating your own destiny. So I'm feeling about this this Knight of Pentacles turning into a King of Pentacles, talking about all that abundance. You know, there's a card here, number 6, about materialism, finances. Okay, so you are creating your own destiny, and I feel like that's really talking about the King of Pentacles. Okay, you're really working towards creating your own destiny, working on your abundance in terms of this earthly realm, your finances. Okay, so I hope that these messages were helpful. Yes, we're helpful. I don't know why I felt like that sounded weird for a second. Yes, I do hope that they found who they were meant for, and that they do help to get you through your day. And if you're looking for a little bit more clarity, because these are guidance, these are general messages, okay? So it's not going to be entirely just one message for one specific person, okay? They're going to resonate with many different people out there. So if you do want something a little bit more specific to your journey to help you get through your own specific path, I'm always here for you. So please do reach out. The email is down in the description below, and I'll be back with you guys tomorrow, and we'll find out more of what it is that we need to be aware of and focusing on, and how we can get through that message. This is the Crow's Nest. I'm your host, Crystaljoy, Wounded Healer. Be well.